Heartbreakingly, Prince Harry never had the chance to introduce the woman he fell in love with to his mother, the late Princess Diana. Harry was just 12 years old when Diana died in a car accident, and the prince has spoken openly about the pain of losing his mother at such a young age. He said that he had only begun to address this grief when, at the age of 28, he had felt himself to be on the verge of punching someone, while also facing anxiety when carrying out official engagements. Diana had 3 siblings, Lady Sarah McCorquodale, Lady Jane Fellows and Charles Spencer, and was particularly close to her brother, who was the closest in age to the late princess. Not able to go to his mother for approval, Harry went to his aunts to introduce his girlfriend, Meghan Markle, in late 2017 before the couple married the following year. He told the BBC that he thought Diana would have been over the moon about his relationship with Meghan. But the sisters were not in agreement. Royal biographer Tom Bower wrote about this meeting in his explosive tell-all book Revenge, Meghan, Harry, and the War Between the Windsors. He wrote, Harry assumed that Diana's family and friends would see a similarity between Diana and his fiancée. Both, he said, shared the same problems. He was so disappointed. No one agreed that his vulnerable mother had anything in common with his girlfriend. He wrote, Harry assumed that Diana's family and friends would see a similarity between Diana and his fiancée. Both, he said, shared the same problems. He was so disappointed. No one agreed that his vulnerable mother had anything in common with his girlfriend. More discomforting for him, they thought Meghan would not fit in with the royal family. But instead of the sisters voicing their concern, it was Charles Spencer, Diana's brother, who weighed in. The Earl, who had been married 3 times, cautioned his nephew not to marry in a rush. His advice provoked a bitter reaction, Bower wrote. This was going to be really hard. Harry would later reflect on establishing Meghan's place in the family. Despite his family not being convinced, Harry continues to draw parallels between his late mother and wife. In the 2022 Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan, the prince said, "So much of what Meghan is and how she is so similar to my mum. She has the same compassion, the same empathy, the same confidence. She has this warmth about her." Since Diana's death in 1997, her siblings have remained involved in William and Harry's lives, and all 3 attended both of their weddings. The 2 aunts, Lady Sarah McCorquodale and Lady Jane Fellows, as well as their brother Charles, Earl Spencer, were on Archie's small christening guest list in 2019. Earl Spencer has publicly defended Harry in the media and on social media, showing his support for the prince during his legal battles and other challenges. Despite Harry and William no longer on speaking terms, Th.